really going to Pound Town?
I'm dead. I ain't got to the Pound Town, so maybe that's why motherfuckers bitches over here not being able to laugh.
Then we have a problem. Welcome to the Blunt Girl Show. I just got one question for you. Y'all ready for the smoke? Let's get into it then. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? It's your girl Madison Charmaine, and today I'm here with the Sunnitharapper.
Excited to be on Blunt Girl.
Yeah, thank you for coming through though.
No, thank you.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was a little.
Bitch, we didn't think you was coming.
Telling me.
She FaceTimed me this morning. She thought I think she was coming.
Because I told him
Because I was late, and then I kept asking what
and
day.
it was like an hour later. Yeah, I was like, damn.
I kept DMing, I was like, is it Monday? And then she's probably like, girl, Saturday. I go through numbers instead of names, but like, I'm glad you came through. No, for real. I'm trying to get as many. I love doing interviews, especially like when I know I got something coming out or something. I feel like I need to talk to the people, because I'll go quickly into my shell of just creating and working and being busy that I don't have time to do interviews that much. And I feel like interviews is important because that's how people learn my personality, you know, through interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That and reality TV, unless it's not
right. But I ain't on TV yet.
Now, would you consider baddies though? Like, if
I feel like I would consider baddies only because I know I have the personality to control myself.
So you are very disciplined of your emotion.
Yes. Like,
look at
don't get it twisted. It could probably get there, but it would take a lot more than what they be doing. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like some stuff they be just be, like, y'all all traumatized and need to go to therapy.
Everybody got
you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I got my traumatization, but it ain't to the point where I'm out here looking crazy and forgetting that this is being on TV. Like, you know? But I get it. People be in the moment. And, I think this last season really showed me that you don't have to just be a fighter. Because it was a lot of people who just really wasn't fighting on it.
Just chilling.
But that first season, it was just like, I think everybody caught a fade.
I definitely just hopped around. That's not how I want to start.
It's okay.
That's how genuine it is.
It just flows sometimes.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. Like, I know you were in a girl group called Blush.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was like a sisterhood, of course. You know, like, I was the big sister and the mother figure always in the group, just because, you know, I feel like I always was the one who, like, I was the one in school. I was the one who had my mom there. I was the one who, you know what I mean? I think had a little bit more of a stable upbringing, so I was able, when I did pull them in, to be that mother figure. So that was me more so. It was a really great experience. You know, I had been in the group. Before we got signed, I was already in the group for like 3 or 4 years, so we had built our bond. We did have to have a member change when we did get signed to Mr. Knowles, so I had to relearn someone else, you know, the prior girl I had grew up with. So I will say that was the first time I had like a friendship heartbreak. Because it was hard, because I was like, dang, like, we've been knowing each other since we was 11, and I just really knew and thought that we would have that dream together, like we would be making it, talking to each other, you know. So it sucked to see her kind of have to take, I ain't gonna say give up, but take a turn in life, you know what I mean? She had a child, so I don't know what it feels like. I don't have any children, so I don't know what it feels like to have someone looking at me every day for, you know, everything, like,
observing.
you know. I don't know how that feels. I can't even explain how hard the decision probably was for her. But I think the overall experience in general, it taught me a lot. It taught me sisterhood. It taught me leadership. It taught me how to be someone else's cheerleader. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful. Things don't always happen, of course, the way you want them to happen. But I'm grateful for the experience of being in a girl group. I think it's probably one of the most rarest things that a lot of people probably won't ever get to experience.
Especially nowadays.
Right. I got to experience it.
That's good. I like that. Like, I was telling one of my artists earlier, you had a clean start. That's a clean start too. Like a girl group. Yeah. Some people aren't like as like confident to go out there and just do it from the jump on their own.
Right.
You know?
You're right. I don't know how it would have been if I had to jump out as a solo artist. I honestly don't feel like it probably would be the solo artist you see right now. Because I did learn a lot from both of my roommates and even the one before that. Like, we all played on each other's strengths and weaknesses. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't always the artist that you see right here. It literally took all those experiences, getting seasoned, and you know, as they would say, to get ready to be popped out the oven. I feel like I was seasoned. Now I'm out the oven. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. You feel me? Like,
I know you talked about, you know, like being in a girl group, getting seasoned with all these people. How was working with Matthew Knowles? So that's kind of big. Like, to me at least.
Right. No, it is. You know, I think when you in it, you start to realize like people are normal. It's just normal. It became like just a normal thing. But like now when I'm out of it and people talk to me about it, I'm like, dang, this is definitely something big that I didn't realize even probably when I was in it. You know what I mean? Because I was in it and I just was trying to make it. You know what I mean? But it really was an experience. I mean, of course, that is Beyonce and Solange's father, two of the greatest musicians that we probably would see of our generation.
Damn for it.
So clearly he has instilled something in them, you know what I mean, that I feel like I got to able to see and learn. I think that I was always a sponge type of person, so I always soaked up knowledge from people, especially people who are, you know, like he's like a father figure and like a teacher. So everything was always a lesson. So I was always able to soak up something from something because he always was making it a lesson, right? So that I will say, coming from him and learning from him, made me, when I did become out of the group and into solo artist and been in the industry, I feel like I had like a little bit of an advance because I knew certain things was perception or a Jedi mind trick, or you know, there's a lot of back end things to things that a lot of artists might not really know and understand. He would give us game on that. You know what I mean? Like he would give us game on how fake of an industry we're in and how raw it is from women. Like he would be that person to be like, look, you a female artist, at the end of the day, you gotta look good at all times. I don't care if you're going to Walmart. He said, I don't care if you go. He said, because people know who you are. Now, at this point, people knew who we were. They knew we were Blush. They knew we was Matthew Knowles' group. So he felt like you shouldn't go nowhere without looking like an artist because you're an artist 24/7. There's no, I'm Sunny, and then I get home and I say my real name. No, he made us live, breathe, and eat that shit. You feel me?
To be honest with you, I don't even know your real name.
That's great. But see, I didn't understand the importance of that thing. I mean, we all called each other by our, you know, stage names for the most part, but sometimes you did have those moments where you would get comfortable and you realize, nah, there's never no comfortability. There's like, you'll be with your family, but to anybody else, like, you always gotta be Sunny or Sunny,
including the group,
right? So he taught me that, and then he also taught me as a woman, just in, like, women as artists, how raw it is and how, like, hey, at the end of the day, you gotta look sexy. Niggas gotta want to fuck you and women gotta want to be you.
He said fuck you?
He said, that's what he said. That's the same thing I used to tell Destiny Shop. Yes. He said, this is the exact thing I used to tell Destiny Shop. Men gotta want to fuck you and women gotta want to be you. If women don't idolize you when you up there and niggas ain't drooling over you when you up there, you got work to do. That's literally how raw he used to tell us.
It is raw.
Like, and then he would tell me about my weight, of course, because he's like, and it wasn't even like it was an issue. It was me standing next to people who were smaller than me.
Right.
I was the biggest. So you got two people who are, you know, one that wasn't as off, but clearly it's a big difference still a little bit. And you got one who's tiny. So he used to tell me, like, hey, you got to work a little harder because you off balance in the stage now.
Wow. That is
everything is a, you know what I'm saying, was a perception and image. So I just realized how important. So I think I came out the gate as a solo artist knowing quality, understanding. I'm still working on my weight thing, but that's because I think the industry has kind of changed a little bit to where we're liking people a little bit more as they are, maybe. As long as you ain't too, you know. But I ain't too far off from the body change. So like,
you look good. The fuck?
I get that, but there's still moments where I do get roasted, and I be like, damn. So this is what he talking about, like.
But I also feel like that's a moment where you have to like take that, process it, and be like, okay, this is gonna.
I don't let it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
bother me or change me, but it just gives me motivation, and it keeps reminding me of what I personally want to get better at and feel more comfortable with, so that when someone does say something, I already know I've already done the best. This is the best me. So it's like I kind of know I'm not at my best me when it comes to my weight because I know what I'm capable of and I know what I can do. And I just know that sometimes, like, I'm low key a stress eater, but I just, like, I'm that person where I get
What's
into
your
my
go-to
mode.
No.
I get high and because I'm stressed, right? So I get high because I'm stressed, and then I start munching, and then I'm comfortable, and I'm like, fuck this shit. Like I mean, it just depends because lately we've been keeping healthy snacks in the kitchen, so it ain't too much that I can like. I'll munch on granola, even though I'm probably shitting at night, but I'll munch on granola, seaweed chips, nut trail mix. Still got the little chocolates in there though, like you know, it be like
we eat M&Ms all day. So, what type of journey did you have to go through to know, like, I'm the HBIC?
I mean, it definitely was a journey. Cause like I was saying, you know, my weight. I feel like my weight is, since I've been in the industry, my weight is probably the number one thing that I've always had an issue with. You know what I mean? Just because where I was raised and come from good food. So I like good food.
Period.
But like I said, when Matthew, you know, he used to really get on me about the weight, I always had tunnel vision to my goals and my dreams. And I know that it takes certain sacrifices and it takes certain things for you to get there. And if this is an obstacle that's in front of me, you know what I mean? You could go around it as much, but eventually you're going to have to be like, all right, what can I do if this obstacle is in my way? How can I make it work? What's my solution? I had to build my confidence in order to know, like, okay, I'm okay with this, so you gonna have to be okay with it. You know what I mean?
Is this gonna keep coming?
Like, you feel me? Like, if I get it right, you gonna be okay with it. And I feel like me being the confident person that I am, walking in the room, me not caring, me not being, you know, insecure, or me not kind of shying away from it, like me just wearing whatever I want on stage or wearing whatever I want when I come in the room and still being confident in it and looking good in it. It really showed people, well, shoot, she look good. Like, I ain't even worried about the little small imperfections. You know what I mean? I feel like I always told, like, we see things that other people don't see. And then we naturally say it or bring it out, and then a motherfucker look like, damn, I ain't even noticed that, or damn, I ain't even know. And now they looking at it because you didn't brought it up.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I never made it an issue for people to even see. I came out the gate like, this me. And you know what I mean? Because as a solo artist. But it took me some time to get there. But by the time I got to being a solo artist, I knew what type of artist I wanted to be, and I knew where I was trying to go. So it was like no way around it. Like, I have to give this confidence, and I want other women to know it's okay. You got a natural body. You might have just had a kid, or you might, you know what I'm saying? You might be working on, you might be going through a depression where you're eating a lot.
That postpartum.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
you still can walk out and be as confident. Like, you have to love the outer you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You gotta love the inner you, but you definitely gotta love the outer you as well. It's a balance.
How do you maintain being in the public eye? Because I know you heavy on Instagram, you heavy on social media. But how do you maintain the social media and, like, your private life? Because things like, when you pulled up today, I didn't know of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
How do you maintain that? What's the balance?
Well, I was always a firm believer, and even Matthew used to tell us this actually. He said you should keep things private. Private what Beyonce so goddamn private. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said the moment you start, and a lot of people told me this in the industry, because while we were signed to him, I got to meet a lot of people in the industry, okay? Like, I mean, the list is long. And of course, they always love giving their motivational speeches and their advice, especially as a girl group, especially as young women, especially being under him. And the one thing they will always say is to, you know, make sure you leave something for yourself. Like, you got to give the world so much when you're an artist, you know what I mean? Because the whole goal is for people to feel relatable, for you to be vulnerable, for people to feel relatable.
Exactly.
So, but your vulnerability, sometimes people aren't healed from it. So you putting it, like Summer Walker, she putting it out there. She can't even go back and sing some of her old songs because she's not over it. You know what I mean? She talked about that. Like, I can't. I'm still crying and emotional when I make this song.
And she has.
I can't give that to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We might not understand that as artists, but at the same time, it's like she not healed from that. She gave us a little bit, but she still got to keep something to herself for her sanity. You know what I mean? I feel like with your personal life, it's the same thing. You have to keep certain, because people will, you know, they'll motivate, they'll be your cheerleader, but the moment it switches, and the moment the train of hate comes towards you, they gonna hop right on it. The loyalty ain't even there no more.
Yeah.
Like,
fake ass fans.
you might get like a small percentage that's ride or die, but like people are followers. Like, you know what I mean? It sucks. Like, of course, when you get to a certain, I feel like once you get to a certain, like when you get to Beyonce and Drake's type of level, like people I feel like they
follow
gonna
you
rock
regardless
with them and rock with them regardless, even with the negativity that might come out. Even if I feel like it just takes a lot to cancel them.
Mm-hmm.
Versus though, but on your way up there, any moment it could switch left or right. And I just feel like you do your job as an artist. You make sure that you're relatable. You make sure that you give them your brand and, of course, who you are. But you still have to keep some stuff to yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to learn that balance. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like showing your personality does involve you giving up some of your personal stuff sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just feel like it's the balance. You know what I mean? Like, you can give them a little bit, but don't give them too much. Right. People be doing.
I know you got this new coming out. Pussy crack. Period.
Yeah.
Kitty cat. You know what I'm saying? Pussy crack. What? Okay.
I know people be laughing every time they say it. Like,
I want to know, on that EP, what was the most difficult song to, complete? Like, what song did you struggle with? Or did every song just come like, I got this?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, every song kind of.
Yeah.
I got this.
But Babs is probably the only one that I wrote on spot. And I was like under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like,
pressure?
I wrote it, I'm starting to realize I probably do. Because it's like one of the favorites on the song. Mm-hmm. I didn't think much about it. I am a thinker, and sometimes I get on myself about that because I realize if I'm doing it in that moment and I'm rushed to do it, I might be so frustrated because I gotta complete it. Mm-hmm. But at least I'm taking one sitting to complete it. Versus when I go off and I do it, I come back because I'm thinking like, is that intro line the hardest line I could come up with? Let me go back. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm constantly like battling indecisively when sometimes if I'm not doing it right, like if I'm not having to write it and record it right there in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but that's something that I'm learning about me as an artist. So I feel like that one probably was the only one that was a challenge. All the other ones, I just felt the beat and vibed, and I wrote it, recorded it,
and it came out like boom.
I mean, literally all of them is great. Like, you're gonna keep listening to it. You're gonna find something in each song and be like, yeah.
What's your personal favorite one off the EP that you can tell us right now?
I feel like it's cheating to say Thick because that song is already out, but it is on the EP. Mm-hmm. But right. I feel like Babs is probably my second favorite out of the ones.
The difficult yet the most your favorite. Right. That's I can see you challenge yourself.
I know.
You like it. You're starting to like it.
Yes. And it's just like a whole. It gives you it's a mood. The song is a mood. All my songs are a mood, but that one I feel like it's just really a mood.
Yeah. You know what's really a mood right now?
What?
A shot. Bartender.
A shot. That was a good word.
I'll be on that couch, legs out.
Shot.
Take it to the head. I'm the only one without chaser. I don't be doing this shit for real. You ready for the smoke?
I'm ready.
Let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll do all like that.
Fix my face.
Yes, talk your shit, okay?
Period.
Here we go. Choking, spanking, or hair pulling? Spanking. You got tools for that?
It's like my ass back.
Period.
It doesn't matter.
What is a non-sexual thing your partner does that turns you on? Please do not say lick lips. I've heard lick lips a lot lately.
I definitely don't think it's lick lips. Probably kiss my neck.
Hickeys?
Not hickeys.
But
something they do. I thought you meant to me.
That's something that they do that turns you on.
It's funny because I like to see people in boss mode. Like when they a boss and they handling some shit, that shit turn me on. Like, oh, they can stay over there.
Real?
Handling shit. No, for real. That's like number one.
Yeah, I feel that. A boss, being a boss. You know what I'm saying? Okay. How important is personality in the bedroom?
Personality?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, because if we can't laugh together, we can't fuck.
So y'all must be doing some fuck shit. Like,
no, we be just laughing. We talk and laugh at the same time. Like, so you don't have to be a serious ass moment just because we having sex. I feel like it be serious. I feel like it's always serious when I see it on TV or something like that.
Me
it's like,
too. So
you know, so it's like the perception is like you can't laugh and have fun.
After experiencing it though, like things get serious. Like if you really going to Pound Town,
I'm dead.
Why
I got to the Pound Town? So maybe that's why motherfuckers bitches over here not being able to laugh. They ain't too busy.
Houston, we have a problem. And then I'm gonna give one more opinion question right here. Do you think it's okay to stay friends with someone you used to sleep with?
I think it just depends on the relationship.
Do you think your partner would understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends. Like if y'all was friends before and then y'all just so happen to have, you know what I'm saying, and then came back. It just depends on how they respect your new partner. I feel like. You know
so
what I mean?
you're not a jealous type, and they aren't either.
It just takes a feeling. If I have a feeling or something ain't right, I'm gonna speak upon it. If we're gonna fix it, then it's a problem. You feel me? I always come into the situation though clean slate. Like if you tell me this is what it is, and that's why this is where I'm gonna go with until something else shows me something different.
Everything from the dark comes to light. You
Right.
believe in that.
Right, for sure.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I had a ball. Thank you. I had fun though, for real.
What's up? It's your girl Madison Charmaine. I'm with your girl
Sunnitharapper,
and we just did an episode of Blunt Girl Podcast Show. Y'all be sure to follow her at
SUNNITHARAPPER. You already know, HBIC, Big Fine in the Flesh. Pussy Crack, dropping 613. So yeah, that's what it is.
Blunt Girls Podcast Show, H-Town. You know what's going down.